Hey guys, it's your boy Whisper here, coming at you with a new setup here. My camera's slightly better now, and I have a whole new background. I know it's a little sloppy now. I'm gonna fix it literally later on, but I've been eager to get another video to you guys. I know I'm slacking on my schedule, but I feel getting these videos up and on YouTube is the most important thing. So I'm gonna keep trying to bring you guys a new video every week. I recorded a bunch of videos. I accidentally lost all of them. It's an annoying situation here, guys. I'm doing the best I can, but that's none of your concern. That's on me. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. We're going to be reacting to another death battle. It's going to be between Sauron and the Lich King from World of Warcraft. I cannot wait. I'm personally rooting for the Lich King to win. I don't personally like Lord of the Rings all that much. I'm actually huge into fantasy novels. I'm reading a bunch of them right now, but I'm not really into Lord of the Rings. I don't know why. It just never appealed to me. I don't know, maybe it's because The Hobbit is kind of annoying to me. Maybe it's just because I just don't particularly care one way or another about the ring that just makes you invisible and apparently gives you control of a bunch of demon army. I don't know. It just seemed like a weird concept to me. I don't know, I just could never vibe with it. But to each his own. I know it's a huge franchise like Star Wars and people are gonna die hard, be loyal to it and everything like that. I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's dive straight into this. We're going to be rooting for the Lich King here. Hopefully my boy pulls off the win, but I don't know enough about these guys to make an honest assessment on my own, so I'm basically going to be going by whatever they say in the video. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Hopefully they don't give either one too much of an overpower buff, but you know how Death Battle goes, giving freaking Captain Falcon his rocket. Anyway, let's hop straight into it.
Sauron, the Lord of the Rings.
The Lich King, Warcraft's Lord of the Scourge.
Evil has many shapes, but few can match
Lich.
the presence of these kings of blight and shadow.
Then after messing up God's hit single and going rogue, Melkor took up a new name just to be even more metal, Morgoth.
Morgoth's power was impressive, daunting. Several Maiar, essentially lower-ranked angels, joined him in his frightening conquest of the world he had helped create.
And the greatest of these followers was one obsessed with destroying all life in the pursuit of bringing about complete order.
He used to be Myron, but under Morgoth's reign, he became the one and only Sauron.
As the bigwig of Morgoth's forces, Sauron spent thousands of years bringing Middle-earth to its knees.
He's almost more a force of nature than anything else, able to create infernos, cause country-spanning earthquakes, and even absorb soul. Many of his greatest accomplishments are not due to his powerful magics and weaponry, but his inhuman cunning. Sauron is nothing less than a master of manipulation.
He's like if Loki and Satan did a fusion dance. He loves to trick someone with illusions, shadow magic, or just by toying with their sad, predictable, pathetic human emotions. Like when he convinced Saruman to join the evil side, who was basically a super wizard specifically meant to lead the charge against Sauron.
In some ways, Sauron is actually wiser than the master he served. In the most epic war to eclipse all other wars, humans, dwarves, elves, and more united to destroy Morgoth, casting what remained of Melkor into the void.
But Sauron saw it coming and bailed faster than me at a divorce hearing, just to show back up centuries later in the fiery pits of Mordor.
There, the Dark Lord created a plan to conquer everything. He fooled the elven smiths into forging 19 rings of power and planted them among the leaders of elven, man, and dwarven kind, all controlled by another ring he made in secret.
The one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Oh god, that's so epic! Think I'm into poetry now. Forged in the fires of Mount Doom using part of Sauron's own soul, the One Ring amplified his power and let him control the minds and actions of the other ring bearers.
The 9 kings of men were especially vulnerable and saw themselves reduced to twisted wraiths bent to Sauron's whims.
It wasn't any better for the less kingly humans, so much so that Sauron mind-controlled most of Numenor. We're talking about an island nation that could have had as many as 18 million people, and Sauron had them all at his creepy, pokey fingertips.
And yet, putting so much power into one object did have drawbacks.
Which hit back hard when Isildur subtracted a digit from his hand.
The Warrior King did more than just cut off a finger. He took the ring and its power for himself. This act forced Sauron to retreat as a disembodied spirit, threatened by his own power in the hands of another. And should the One Ring be destroyed completely, Sauron's spirit could be rendered impotent beyond repair.
Sauron was rebuilding Mordor into a world-conquering force. And after a little bit of good old-fashioned torture, he found out the ring was in the Shire. The chillest, coziest, dopest place imaginable. Ah man, when I retire, I'm gonna go live in a hobbit hole and just get lit 24/7.
And so began the War of the Ring. Sauron's forces covered the land, seeking both the ring and the downfall of man, always shadowed by the symbol of his ever-present influence, the Eye of Sauron.
Middle-earth stood no chance. Everybody basically accepted death by orcs as inevitable. It was hopeless. The kingdoms of men would finally fall for good.
Save for the Dark Lord's truest weakness. Sauron's cunning and stratagems were impressive, sure, but ultimately, he never truly understood the people of Middle-earth. In his mind, absolute power was factually irresistible. He never imagined a mere mortal could ever, or would ever, seek to actually destroy the One Ring.
Against all odds and a whole lot of walking, Sauron was defeated. Not by the sparkly new king or the armies of Middle-earth, but by the most unlikely creature imaginable, Elijah Wood.
Fitting for the being that represents, and I quote, as near an approach to the holy evil will as is possible.
Alright, he's kind of a savage.
This episode of Death Battle is
On the distant planet of Draenor, destruction was imminent. The orc shaman Ner'zhul prepared a spell with his followers to tear the planet asunder, all to escape the fury of the demon lord Kil'jaeden.
But when Ner'zhul waltzed through the portal, Kil'jaeden was right there waiting for him.
Ner'zhul was forced to serve Kil'jaeden's will to ravage another world, Azeroth. Thus, he was transformed into the first Lich King.
This Lord of the Dead was sent to the continent of Northrend, but Kil'jaeden had one more twist for poor Zul. His body was gone, leaving just his spirit, which was bound to a set of armor sealed within a prison of magical ice. Man, this guy can't catch a break. Armor looks sick, though. He's gonna possess me if I put that on, huh?
From his frozen prison, the Lich King would begin his conquest, conjuring an unstoppable plague of undeath. Soon, this would threaten the lives of the kingdom of Lordaeron.
Okay, so that was a lot, but here's where our main guy finally shows up. Lordaeron's crown prince and holy knight, Arthas Menethil. Yeah, his name does kind of sound like something your doctor would give you for fungus, but hey, no. Arthas was a badass. At 19 years old, he was considered one of the best swordsmen in the world and had mastered nearly every weapon he could.
Long story short, in his efforts to protect his realm, Arthas discovered a rune blade and took it for himself. This was the fearsome Frostmourne.
Surprise! It's the source of the Lich King's power. He was stealing souls and storing them within the blade. With this new ice-cold cleaver in hand, Arthas lost his soul and got a Death Knight makeover.
And so the former hero of light would lead the very scourge he previously fought.
And in time, Arthas would don the armor for himself, giving the Lich King a new, ultimate power. Walking!
Remember, everything the Lich King had done up until this point had been from his prison within a literal block of ice. Ner'zhul and Arthas fused to become one, a being far more powerful than either had been before.
He could effortlessly cover cities in ice storms, murder hundreds with the power of shadow, and learn all of your secrets with the Eye of Acheris.
Azeroth's fate was sealed. Everyone was doomed.
See this guy? He's Illidan, a 15,000-year-old demon hunter with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. As a Death Knight, Arthas could take him down, even after fighting through a massive army to get to him. Against this new Lich King, Illidan never stood a chance.
Ner'zhul may have pulled Arthas' strings up until this point, but he had made a drastic miscalculation. Within the mind of the Lich King, Arthas battled Ner'zhul for control, and won. The power of Frostmourne, of the Scourge, of Undeath itself, was now under the command of Arthas.
And by this point, he was just done. Like, with everything. We've all had one of those days, right? Where you see all of humanity is so pathetic they can only be saved by just killing them all, so you rip out your own heart. Yeah, relatable. Only one thing could take him down. A 25-man raid team of the best nerds World of Warcraft servers had to offer. And that One guy who was just there because he was friends with somebody, but damn, he sucked.
Yet no Lich King before or since ever matched the terror and malice Arthas brought to Azeroth.
Without a doubt, one of the most terrifying kings to ever conquer the world of Warcraft.
Alright, he's a savage.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
But
Shady
Sauron's
Rays.
definitely gonna
Are
win
you
this
looking
battle.
for an
He seemed
industry
way
best
more powerful.
combination of fit, style, and performance without the big brand price tag?
I wanted my
Shady
Lich to
Rays
win.
has got all of that to make your perfect summer complete.
I shall claim what is mine. In this cold north, you will find only death.
Alright.
Your efforts are for naught. I see
Alright, now I might start Sauron. This guy's a savage.
you serve me now. I serve no one.
Okay. Alright. I'm officially rooting for
Witness the
Sauron.
prophecy of your doom.
Alright, this is a
Speak nothing but lies. There is no life in the void. Only death.
straight up took his throne. Literally straight up took his throne from him. Like a boss. Alright, Sauron.
Well, if he wasn't all
Alright.
powerful before, look out for supercharged Sauron now.
Okay, guys, that was freaking epic. I have not liked a death battle that much in a really long time. I'm so glad I decided to react with you to this one. I hope I actually get to publish this one. Please, copyright, go easy on me. I promise I'm gonna edit and change as much as I can in this video, so that way hopefully you guys can see me react to this, because this video is epic. I hope you guys like and subscribe for more videos just like this. I'm gonna be doing compilation videos too, so I'm gonna be doing like my top 10 favorite Justice League scenes. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Do you think Sauron should? I think he should have won. I didn't realize Sauron was that overpowered. Honestly, maybe literally the Lich King should have been replaced with someone else. I don't know. Maybe the Beyonder would be on a similar level to Sauron. I honestly didn't realize Sauron was literally basically a demigod before watching this video. I honestly really don't watch Lord of the Rings that much. I know the general story of it because I saw one or two of the movies growing up, but it was when I was like 10 years old, and I haven't read any of the books. But now I'm definitely going to start. Literally, I have to know more about this whole Sauron and throne and Nine Kings thing. It's definitely worth getting into. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll come at you with another video next week. Hopefully, I'll be bringing you 2 or 3 like I promised in my last video. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Tune in next week for more. I'll see you in my next video. Have an awesome day. Take it easy.